Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's awesome that you're tuning in. So recently I picked up this handheld from a thrift shop and I just needed to check it out for you guys. So they call this the Kruidvat, and I must say like that is basically a company here in the Netherlands that like selling all kinds of weird stuff like Bluetooth headsets, you name it, they sell it. But they also sold this gaming console, or better said like gaming handheld. So it's not brand new. I picked it up for $4.95. Yeah, so absolutely like a bargain if you ask me, or is it just still like not worth the money? So we're going to also do a quick teardown and let's see what we're going to get inside the package. So we're going to get ourselves the deluxe toilet paper manuals, of course, that explains how everything works. Here you can see like this, look at this. They're even selling it in their mini arcade and landscape edition, and of course the Game Boy clone that we're having here. And they're promoting some more different products. I had never seen this mini arcade from the shop itself, but I'm guessing it's going to be the similar stuff that I've reviewed here on the channel from AliExpress. Here's some ideas like how it will look. I'm getting the idea of a Zelda clone, stuff like that. There are no naughty games. Ooh, they even have like a game list over here. And let's see what we're going to get. Let's say some names here. I'm going to get Mars Wrestling Bandits, Blobbuster. Oh yeah, Blobbuster. So a lot of weird games on it, but let's take a close look at the handheld itself. The shell itself, it's very similar to the ones I've seen from AliExpress, and they're still like slapping. Oh man, I love these freaking labels you can't get off. Can I get it off? Yeah, but yeah, $4.95. It's all scratched up, and the reason why, because I'm using like these cheap plastics also for the screen, so that's not a very good thing. And I think this is a 3.5-inch display that comes in this device, and volume control, on and off switch, a very flimsy D-pad, and an AB button, select and start, or reset and start. And what's kind of funny is like you can see like this mold have been made for different options. I'm guessing this is for the internal battery option with the micro USB and of course the AV out or the headphone jack out. We cannot open it up because we need to get ourselves a screwdriver and slap some batteries in it. And I'm guessing we're going to need 3 of them. And yep, this time they gave me some extra batteries. It was included, so that was very nice. Man, I don't get it. Like, why are you putting a freaking screw in it? How annoying can it be? Like, are you afraid that this thing doesn't close up by itself? See? Don't know why they're using a screw. Kind of weird. Okay, so let's put the batteries in. Alright. Let's go, let's go. It's going to be retro. It's only if you think about it, like we're using these freaking batteries. Let's see, there's information. They call this thing the game console model GEM 84024. Yeah, it says how many batteries you're going to need. Let's power it on. Alright. Okay, let's crank up the volume. There is no background song. Okay. Well, let's zoom in. Here we're going to get, of course, the famous F-22. We have seen this before, and F-22 is a really cool shooter. We don't need turbo buttons for this, simply because it's already having a built-in turbo mode. We need to grab these weird-looking missiles. When you're getting them, you're going to get an upgrade. If you're going to get hit, you're basically going to lose your upgrade, and after some time, basically, you're going to die if you're going to get hit too many times. The volume itself, it's not bad at all. And because there are a lot of crappy games on it, I know for sure, but what I really like about this is this F-22. And you have seen them on, let's say, multi-cards and other stuff that I've reviewed from China. Funny thing is, like, I think I can see it on the camera when pressing the D-pad. I can see movement in the LCD, so that is not great. It's like a construction error. So the display will not survive in a very long time. What the hell is this? Getting the Commodore 64 vibe here. Like stuff like that is always where you're going to get on these weird things. Let's just scroll through the list very quickly, just to see what we're going to get. 200 games. And so far I know they are not having double games. So not like the stuff they're doing with the China versions. They're saying we're going to get 500 or 1000 games. But in the end you're ending up with like maybe a handful. Let's see, Pentabase, that sounds kind of weird. So this thing is filled with all of these weird games. Okay, this is more like an defend your castle. Oh, you're shooting a hole and they just need to fall through that. What a weird. It doesn't even remember like which game you played last. So you need to scroll all the way back to the end. Then we're going to get Island. Oh yeah, let's see that one. Oh, here you can see it like when pressing the B, you can especially see that LCD is not liking it. How do I freaking press it? I think I already died. Oh man, I can say like when I'm playing with this thing, my left hand is getting quite cramped up. What a shit game. Oh man. So yeah, this thing is filled with these weird, really weird games. Okay, so the funny thing is like when you're buying these things, you're paying around like normally like 15 euro. Then let me know in the comments if you can buy these things in your country and what kind of shops. Like the Kruidvat is one of those, let's say, budget shops, or I personally think it's a budget shop. But I'm just doing quick teardown. Okay, damn it, what kind of screwdriver do I need? I think I need a smaller one. So that's one thing I'm going to grab. And let's do a quick teardown and see what we're going to get in the inside. I absolutely needed a smaller one. But when you're looking at these devices, I really always love to check them out. I must say, when you're looking at like mostly like mini arcades and stuff that you can pick up here, I've noticed that we're also going to get like most of the time homebrew games. They're not licensed games whatsoever. It seems to be like mostly you can find these in China shops and not in local shops. And they do having like sometimes when you dig through the pile of games, you can find like naughty games like a Load Runner. They just basically like slapped a different name, give it a different skin. Okay, there was nothing much to see, of course. First of all, there was no battery. I think that's a little bit of a bummer. Okay, so the wires of the battery compartment are soldered straight here. And there was no way of disconnecting them. Okay, so this is basically the first part. Then we're going to get here the freaking speaker, same story. Look at these thin wires. Like if you're going to pull it too hard, you know for sure you're going to completely destroy this thing, and you need to get into the soldering part again, because otherwise you cannot use it anymore in the future. There's also no real indication when this has been made, and there was nothing else on here, so we need to do a teardown. Or I just want to see what is in the inside of this freaking thing. Okay, let's open it up. Alright, so the first thing they were using the cheap, very cheap, like low quality membranes, like the translucent versions. Okay, getting this thing back together is going to be fun. And it is possible, I think, to polish this to get the scratches out, but that's it, like you're having here the D-pad. Okay, I'm guessing this thing needs to go back to the position, or is it stuck on, no, it's stuck. So basically it's stuck on the PCB itself, and I'll show you what I mean. So basically like you're using the rubbers over here that go through the PCB that holds the D-pad in place, so it's better like to leave it on here, but they're still using the same kind of technology, of course. And another thing that you need to consideration, like, and this is going to be an issue, if you're going to get filthy and you're going to get some filth between the contact, it's going to be quite difficult to clean. Okay, so another thing I've noticed here is the production date is on the device itself. So this thing, it's version 1.2 and it's made in 2018. So this thing is already a couple of years old when I'm picking it up. Okay, here we're going to get the contact for A and B. Then we're going to get our typical LCD display that we've seen with the Chinese versions. But the weird thing is here you can see like they basically soldered it straight onto the PCB. And the reason I'm saying it, they soldered it because with the Chinese version I've reviewed, most of the time you're having like a separate ribbon cable. You can just basically pull it out. The black blob that contains all the information, including the ROM files, and this is just a foamy for supporting the display, the same like here, to give it in the perfect level. Alright, so this is basically what we're going to get. Let's put it back together and let's talk about what I think of it. Okay guys, so this is what we're going to get with the Kruidvat handheld, and I must say like the form factor is not really convenient for my big hands. I already noticed like playing for some time, I need to like cramp up my hands to play it. But overall, when you're looking at the quality, the display is not the worst. I have seen some shitty displays, but it is not the worst display I've seen. Like I picked it up for $4.95 used, so that's in my opinion quite a good deal. And maybe fun to give it to my nephew or something like that he can enjoy some old school games. I want to thank you for watching. Consider subscribing, hit that little bell, become in the Wicked family, and I will see you in my next video.